Hi everyone, welcome to another Blu-ray update video, and today is the 12th video in this series, of course, and yes, covering the films. In this video I'll be covering the films that I picked up during July and August 2020. Of course, I do this every so often. Just kind of briefly going over the films that I picked up for a particular set of months. In the past it's been maybe a 4-month period, or originally it started with every month, but that was very soon very kind of short-lived. Let me just say that I think 2 months is a very nice kind of number, and yes, actually, to be honest, there's kind of not much too much room at the moment for my Blu-rays. For example, I need to get new shelves, and just beside me, actually both sides, quite an embarrassing mess. Just unrelated as well. Just films stacked up, on the floor and stuff. So yes, it's a bit of a mess. But I'm working on getting new shelves and stuff. But yes, so regardless of that, I'm still buying Blu-rays, every so often. So yes. 8 films this time round, and there is one film actually that is kind of a late arrival. So yes, I'm going to include that. Obviously, I'm just going to wait for that to come tomorrow. It is, and include that in the next update video, and because it will be the 5th tomorrow of September. Sometimes if a film has come on the 1st of September, or first of a month, after the ones that I'm talking about, I could include it, since I kind of do these videos usually at the beginning of the month. Kind of after the previous kind of periods of what I'm covering. But yes, this time I think I'll just include that in kind of the next update video for September and October, for example. So yes, with that said, we have 8 titles here, and we'll start off with a very, very special film, and of course I've seen this twice now, and I plan on rewatching this very, very soon. Of course, included in kind of a series of videos I'm going to be kind of doing in relation to Monty Python, and that is Life of Brian. Here it is, Blu-ray Steelbook. Just admire that. That is just wonderful, wonderful stuff. Couldn't ask for a better steelbook, really. We'll just show the inside as well, which is just absolutely glorious. And yes, a glorious film. Of course, I'll be rewatching this either next week or the week after, and of course reviewing that. So yes, look out for that if you're interested. Also Holy Grail, which of course is behind me. I'll be talking about that very, very soon as well. In the next kind of week or so, I'll be kind of uploading a discussion on that, and of course there will be spoilers in them discussions, but yes, I very much look forward to talking about them. And yes, of course, Life of Brian, just absolutely wonderful film. This is just truly a special film to me, and certainly yes, I cannot wait. I won't kind of reveal my kind of exact thoughts on this, but yes, wow, absolutely. Every time I see this one, just it's really it's become one of the, yes, that's all we'll say for now. And yes, next up is a very, very famous film here, and it stars, of course, Humphrey Bogart, and directed by John Huston, and that is The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. And yes, from 1948, and here it is, of course, the premium collection, HMV, and there's the back as well. And yes, just always interested me, this one, and it's a film that, yes, I've never seen this before, and really, really looking forward to this. Humphrey Bogart, as I've said before, previously, very recently actually, even though maybe not, it could be a film I watch of him, but I don't love. I always kind of love him, in the films, and he is just so charming. He was such a legendary. His presence, the charisma there, and also just the kind of laid back, at times cool attitude that he kind of gave off this kind of feeling. Really just I love Humphrey Bogart, and yes, just this one here. This film. I've heard a few things about this. Really, all positive, of course, and yes, just. Don't really know too much about this film. I've seen maybe a couple of seconds, a clip of, one of them. I guess it's probably one of the famous scenes, which I kind of you know, I don't really know, you know, what's going on there, you know, because out of context. But yes, regardless, we'll be watching this in the next few months at least. Yeah, definitely by then, and hopefully be reviewing this one. So yes, here it is. Really, really just excited here for this, and yes, very proud to have this in my collection. So yes, next up is a film that I've seen many, many times. Well, you know, certainly a few times now, and that is, of course, another Coen Brothers film, and that is, of course, Fargo, Blu-ray here, and yes, there is a steelbook, of course, which, you know, unfortunately, is a bit too kind of, it's not really, you know, available now, and you know, I guess that, you know, ideally I could have picked that up and kind of searched for that, perhaps, but you know, the Blu-ray, of course, fairly cheap, and you know, I'm not going to kind of go away, of course. I've not, yes, you know, I'm not going to do that, you know, at this stage, you know, but yes, you know, here it is, really good, of course, Blu-ray, and yes, you know, I've seen this before. Hopefully I can watch this very, very soon, and yes, again, review this film. You know, you know, I must say now, I absolutely love this film, and you know, this is a real stunning achievement. I'll say that now, and you know, when I first saw this, you know, many years ago now, 2013 or so, or 2014. But yes, I saw this film and I was just blown away. You know, really, really, just such a, you know, a magical film. Despite being very, very dark and kind of twisted, you could say. But you know, I was just blown away, and you know, just such a wonderful film. This, of course, Frances McDormand. You know, she absolutely blew me away, you know, in this film, and just genius film performance as well, and elsewhere, you know, everyone else. So yes, I'll save, you know, my full thoughts for my review, but you know, this film, absolutely, you know, amazing, and just yes, legendary, really. You know, I'm definitely proud to have this in my collection. Of course, another Coen Brothers film, so you know, I'm also. Of course, most of their films I will collect, you know, kind of acquire at some point. You know, it's just a matter of time. So yes, Fargo, finally picking that up. And yes, next up we have a few. We'll just kind of order them. We have a few Frank Capra films. Again, all HMV premium collection titles here. And yes, first up is Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. And yes, of course, this film you know, seems very, very interesting as well. Of course, Gary Cooper, and yes. Again, I don't know too much about this film, but you know, I'm very much you know, intrigued, and of course, just a classic you know, kind of film here, and just seems like a very, very you know, probably be a film that I love, to be quite honest. Of course, Frank Capra, you know, on both occasions, I've seen two of his films. Of course, It's a Wonderful Life numerous times. You know, that's one of my absolute, you know, 25 favourite films, of course. You know, I've said that before, but you know, it happened one night. You know, I saw that this year for the first time, and wow, absolutely stunning film. You know, I'll probably rewatch that at some point and review that. But yes, this film, of course, heard some great things about this, and yes. Just again, I don't want to kind of look into things too much, but yes, you know, it kind of it seems like it'll be a film I probably at least really enjoy, and yes, really, really going to be great to see this, and you know, I can't wait to yes, check it out. Of course, hopefully again, yes, review and review that one. So yes, next up, this could be the most famous, you know, of the three that I'm going to mention here. You know, of these Frank Capra films, and of course, yes, starring, you know, my second favourite or third favourite actor, you know, of all time, Jimmy Stewart, of course. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and here it is, of course. Once again, just a wonderful HMV, you know, kind of premium Blu-rays here, and yes, you know, of course, they all come with you know, art cards as well, which is great, and yes, this film, I've been looking forward to this for some time, and just yes, you know, I cannot wait for this film. You know, I'm truly you know, a massive fan, as I say, of Jimmy Stewart. You know, he's one of my top three actors, and of course, you know, this is one of his earliest films, 1939, which is just, you know, for me, probably one of the five best, you know, kind of years in film history. So yes, this will probably be, this is probably going to be another one that I love, to be quite honest. And yes, cannot wait for this film, especially looking forward to this one. And yes, next up is yes, the final Frank Capra film, of course, and yes, starring Jimmy Stewart once again, and yes, yeah, again, I've not heard as much about this, for example, as Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, but yes, here it is. You can't take it with you, of course, and yes, here it is. That's the front and back, and yes, Gene Arthur as well, once again, in this one, and this just seems very, very interesting. As well, again, I'm simply going in very, kind of unaware of these films, which is great. But in the sense of, I can't really, say too much about this. But of course, yes, the cast, of course, Frank Capra once again. And it just seems, these films here just seems like, I don't imagine, myself not liking these. So yes, I cannot wait to check this out. And yeah, it's a decent length as well. I see it's 126 minutes. So yes, kind of getting a lot of my kind of, my purchases here. I just can't wait to check this out. So yes, the final Frank Capra to show, and yes, next up, is a fairly famous Hitchcock film, of course, starring Cary Grant. That is Suspicion. Finally now, I've got. I've got access to the final film that I've not seen from Cary Grant. The final of the four that kind of Hitchcock films. The pairings here. In the sense I've seen To Catch a Thief. I don't own that film, of course, but I've seen North by Northwest, and of course Notorious. I own that as well. But yes, I've never seen this one, so it should be interesting. And yes, again, this seems like. A film, it's a Hitchcock film, of course, so he's one of my absolute favourite filmmakers, so yes, I can't see myself kind of disliking this in any way, and just so kind of hyped for this. It's just I'll probably be getting to this in the next probably the next month or so, actually. And yes, I will say as well, if you're interested, of course, the HMV store, still doing this kind of deal, 2 for £15, and yes, you can kind of pick up a variety of titles, and of course, if you order as well, for example, over £20, you get the free delivery. So, for example, what I done as well, I kind of. My order was £30 at one point. Of course, avoided the postage delivery, the charge, of course, and also maintaining the kind of the 2 for 15, on the two sets of films. And for example, yes, 4 films for £30, avoiding the kind of postage charge. So yes, great kind of deals on there, and as I say, art cards, most of these titles, of course, yes, wrapping up, of course, on Suspicion, Cary Grant, it's going to be great to see this. He's one of my favourite actors, of course, and just just like for example Jimmy Stewart, so charming and warm, and just a great actor. Truly for me one of the best, and it's going to be great to finally see this film. Of course, the only Hitchcock pairing, Cary Grant, of course, that I've not seen yet. So yes, again, it's not one that I've heard about. For example, as much as the other three. For example, even going into To Catch a Thief, before I saw that, I had more of a kind of insight, into kind of opinions, for example, than going into this. But regardless, I cannot wait to see this film, and yes, just. It's always a treat to see one, a Hitchcock film, and two, classic thrillers, of course, and yes, just three, a Cary Grant film. So yes, cannot wait for this, and of course. As I say, pretty much every single Hitchcock I will be acquiring at some point, for my collection, because what is the point really for me to kind of have a collection without kind of getting every Hitchcock that is available. That's one of the reasons. One of the things that drives me, in terms of collecting, is a Hitchcock kind of collection. Really, he's one of the guys. He's made so many films, of course, and just. The kind of the desire to see every single one of them that is available, of course. It's just kind of unlike any other filmmaker, and I just cannot wait to see this. So yes, so great to have this Suspicion in my collection, and finally, and yes, once again, another HMV premium title, and this one here is truly special. I've seen this, of course, twice now, and I did say I'd be reviewing this, and that's not changed, of course. And yes, The Adventures of Robin Hood. Here it is. Just look at this wonderful Wonderful kind of design here, the cover, even the back. It's just seeing that, it's just so wonderful. What a magical film this is, and yes, one of my favourites. Absolutely magical film. Once again, very briefly, if you like adventure films, classic, romances, kind of action films as well, swashbuckling films. This film, is one of the ones, and of course, yes, Elle Flynn as well. Just wow, perfect in this film, and yes, of course, Michael Curtiz as well. So yes, check this out if you're interested. And yes, I'll be reviewing this film very soon as well, when I can. So yes, The Adventures of Robin Hood, the final film to show here, and yes, once again, just looks wonderful, and so proud to own this finally. And yes, that's it for now. Of course, we'll wrap up. If you're interested, as I say, I'm very much plan on reviewing pretty much all of these films, at some point. And yes, as I say, a varying kind of varying in terms of when I'll review these films. For example, some are very soon, others a couple of months down the line perhaps. But yes, look out for them if you're interested. And yes, as always, it's been great to discuss. Of course, the comment section is where we kind of go further in that kind of the dialogue sense. And yes, it'd be great to hear what you think of these films, if you've seen them, of course. If not, yeah, you can still leave your thoughts. Perhaps do you plan on getting any of these, and of course, do you plan on or have you already done? Have you already purchased some HMV premiums? I really love these kind of titles personally. Especially when you get art cards, and it's very good deals as well, and just some great designs. Of course, the covers, and yes, of course, these films here. I cannot wait to check them out, the ones I haven't seen, and of course as well, rewatching, for example, Life of Brian, once again, already seen it again, this year, but I cannot wait, once again, to watch that one. Truly a glorious film, and yes, it'd be great to hear what you think of these films, and of course, next time will probably be, beginning of November, to kind of talk about the films for October and September that I kind of acquired, of course, including that film. Of course, I mentioned a title is coming tomorrow, I believe, and a clue on that is it's a film from the 70s, starring Ryan O'Neal. So you can guess what that is. I'm very excited for that one, and yes, probably be watching that as well very soon. But yeah, that's it for now. And what do you think? Of course, leave your thoughts. As always, it'd be great to talk to you in the comments. And yes, as always, take care. And yes, thanks for watching.